So what is a good practice routine that you could use on a driving range to help you improve? In my opinion, most golfers, and that includes professionals, don't have a really structured practice routine on the range that's going to move them towards improving their golf. So what I'd like to discuss here is the two types of training. There's block practice and there's also random training. So what's the difference? Well, block practice is when you've got a block of balls, you've got one club, and you're hitting it to one target. That's block practice. So it's kind of a roll in and hit, roll in and hit. And it's nothing like the game of golf where you're hitting different clubs all the time. So random training is something that you should do pre-competition, not in just your warm-up, but the week before, a lot more random training after you've done your technique. So there's very little technique in there. It's all about targeting. So random training, you want to be able to hit say a driver, and we're going to try and fit it between the marker, that might be the 250 marker or the 200 marker in the range, depending what your distance is, and another target over there. So when you hit that shot, if you want to hit that same club, you're going to have to change the direction that you're going to hit it. So that's random targets, random clubs. And I would suggest too that if you're going to be playing a golf course, you want to be able to say, well, the first tee I'm going to use a driver. So hit a driver, and then if you hit a good solid shot, and the second shot's a 7-iron, drop the driver in, pick the 7-iron up, pick another target at 7-iron distance, and hit to that target. That's random training and is a lot more useful to use and help you improve to get ready to play competition golf. So I'm going to go ahead here, and remember, when you're doing random training, one other thing is important. You use a full pre-shot routine. It's not just a roll in, take your position and have a hit. So right here, I'm going to hit down the target line and fit that between the 200 marker, and there's a blue flag at the back of the range. The distance between the two is approximately 25 meters. So that's a fairway, not a very generous fairway, but a 25-meter driving between two targets is going to put me and create a little bit of intensity that you need to get used to being able to do that. So I'm going to go in here, full pre-shot routine, see the shot I want to hit, go through, working on a nice structured routine that I'm setting up, and then from there being able to make my swing. Now I've hit that pretty solid, so if I'm playing a certain course and I reckon that the second shot's going to be a 7-iron, I'll throw that club down, pull the 7-iron out, and there's a somewhat looking like a green area out the right hand side. It might be a target, but now I'm going to take my 7-iron and I'm going to look at hitting it to a target that's probably a different line to where I hit my driver. So again, full pre-shot routine, visualizing where the pin's going to be and where I'd like to leave the golf ball. So walk in, nice full pre-shot routine, looking at the target and making a swing. Now, once you can do this on a consistent manner, you're going to be really used to making shots out in the golf course in a similar fashion as you're doing before you get there on the range. Very useful pre-game routine, very useful pre-competition phase. So remember, random training is what you really want to do to help you get your game to the level where you're ready to play competitive golf. So block practice when you're doing your technique, random training when you're looking for performance. That's pretty simple, but work on that and you'll find that the results will be more to your liking out when you go and play tournament golf.